So can we touch base on, and Ross, you actually gave me this as an outline, that there, and I don't know if this is correct, that there are 4 main approaches to control flies. There's chemical control, which would be your insecticides, biological control like wasps and chickens, environmental control, which is removing places to spawn, and then trapping.
Yeah. So what I normally try and teach the guys when I do training and so on is that if you have a problem, let's say you've got a yard and you've got a problem, we start from the outside first. So the traps that you place, and we actually spoke about that as well. So some people say no, you need to put it close. Some people say no, put it far away.
It's always a question.
So what we've seen, especially in the poultry and the pig industry, is you need to put that trap 30 meters away, 20 to 30 meters away from the area that you want to actually protect, or keep the flies away from, because of the fly trap has got a pull of about 30 meters.
Sure, that's quite far.
Yeah, so because of the organic matter, so let's say you use a red top type of product, or you use the buckets, there's buckets on the market.
I like those
as
red
well.
tops because they're cheap as chips, like essentially, like, and they seem to work quite well.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time you go to the yard and then you say, hey, you know,
Why is it outside the stable?
yeah, well, no, not even that. You say, well, they say, okay, we have a lot of flies, and I say, well, there's no one way to to control it. And then I say red tops work quite well, and they said, oh, we've got lots of red tops. And then I go and look at the red tops, and A, there's no bait in them, or B,
Or they're dry.
They're dry, exactly, or the little top on the top is off and the rain goes inside. And then the other question they have is, oh, but I don't want to be drawing flies away from, you know, all the neighbors. All the flies are coming from our neighbors to me.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the problem with the high density properties we have specifically in Kailana.
But I mean, in the end of the day, you're working in a fixed environment. I mean, your property, like the flies don't care about you.
How far can flies fly? Like, what is their territory?
Normally between 3 and 5 kilometers.
Seriously? Wow.
But with the wind, the University of Ontario did a study. I don't know how they did the study, but it's 32.
They gave them all little
32
fly
kilometers. Go on, little
Yeah.
GPS trackers, and there they go.
32 kilometers.
Flies are the worst. Like, for example, geldings. You know, things that they don't particularly transmit, infectious diseases, but flies transmit all sorts of, fecal matter that they land on. And geldings, you really stress when you do a gelding in the summer, because you've got all that blood, and especially an open gelding, the flies go in there, and then that's just infection ready to happen, and on wounds and everything like that. So, I mean, flies...
And also just the secondary, I think, like when they irritate a wound without it getting infected, the horses rub it.
Yeah, then you get some pride flesh, or the habronema that comes through. Habronema is summer sores are the worst, and they just sometimes just don't go away. They're like the most challenging things to treat.